Nowadays, it is very common to see people texting while they're driving. We all know the potential detrimental effects of this action, but somehow we ignore it and we still do it because we think we can multitask while we're driving. The truth is, multitasking slows us down and increases the number of mistakes we make. So texting while driving makes us more prone to having accidents, which may cost the lives of others as well as ours. Texting while driving is the leading cause of death among teenagers. According to study, more than 3,000 teens die each year in crash caused by texting while driving. According to National Highway Safety Administration, texting while driving increases the individual chances of being involved in accident by 23%. People tend to get very absorbed into the text and they forget that they are driving. Sadly, it is those a few seconds of distraction cost the lives of many individuals. Taking a very simple step can prevent this from happening. Do not text while driving, and do not text someone you know is driving. Texting and talking on the phone while driving is more of a problem in the United States than rather than European countries. According to 2011, a CDC study, U.S. drivers had a higher percentage of texting and talking while driving than the drivers in several other European countries. You might think that you can manage to write back a quick text to your friend or your family member, and it is not a big deal because you know that you're a great driver. Well, actually, it is a big deal because by doing it so, you're not only putting your life at danger, you're also putting the other innocent people's lives at danger as well. Answering a text takes away your attention for average of 5 seconds, which means driving a length of a football field with your eyes closed. Operating a vehicle is a complex task. It might be hard not to get distracted while driving, but please keep in mind that getting into an accident only takes those couple of seconds glancing away from the road. Distraction occurs in 3 ways while driving: visual distraction, mental distraction, and cognitive distraction. Visual distraction occurs when you take your eyes off the road, and a mental distraction occurs when you take your one hand or your both hands off the wheel, and cognitive distraction occurs when you actually pay attention to something rather than driving. And actually when you're texting while driving, you are being distracted in these 3 ways. Were you at were the last words of Mariah West, who was a senior in a high school, and she was just texting her friend to let them know that she's going to attend a baseball game that night. But when she took her eyes off the road to answer that message that she received from a friend, she unfortunately lost the control of her car and she got into an accident. The officer who was at the scene described the scene as a horrific, and he said her face was disfigured because she slipped across the road, and she was laying down in a pool of blood, and it was all because of a senseless message that that she was trying to send or read. She was going to attend her ceremony in the next day for graduating, but unfortunately she never made it. According to National Highway Safety Administration, driving a vehicle while texting is 6 times more dangerous than driving intoxicated. Texting while driving, a growing trend and quickly becoming country's top killer. in 2012, 421,000 people got injured in a crash that involved distracted driver. Both in 2011 and 2012, over 6,600 people were killed in crashes that involved in distraction. 10% of all drivers under the age of 20 involved in crashes were reported as distracted at the time of the crash. The numbers are shocking, and what is more shocking is that these deaths and injuries were preventable. There is no excuse for sending or reading messages while driving. So, ending this terrible trend starts with you. All you need to do is commit driving phone free. You need to stop texting while driving before it is too late. You can start by turning your phone off and putting it somewhere that you cannot reach while driving, so you can put it on silence, or you can put it on silence when you cannot hear, you cannot answer either. If you have to answer your phone or write a quick text message, please do so by pulling over and stopping somewhere safe. Also, parents have the biggest responsibility when it comes to texting while driving. They need to set an example and do not text while driving. Make a commitment to drive phone free now. You can prevent any possible detrimental effects of texting while driving. So please, protect lives by never texting or talking while driving. Be a good passenger and speak out if the driver in your car is distracted. Encourage friends and family to drive phone free and make sure they understand the dangers of texting while driving. Discuss what it means to be a safe driver with your team and set ground rules. And also know and obey the laws that include the cell phone and texting bans. Finally, please don't think that staying connected with outside world is more important than your life. And don't forget, innocent people who are doing nothing but trying to get their destination safely are in danger because you are choosing to text while driving. So tonight, I ask you all to make a pledge and do not text or talk on the phone while driving. Next time when you are behind the wheel, please think again the possible dangers of texting while driving. It is never more important than your life. It can wait.